5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us on another edition of the Skol Experience. I forgot to put the 30-second thing up. We're a little bit, I guess, we're starting late. We're a little bit thrown off here. But anyway, we are finally in a real game week. We have preseason football this Saturday. A lot of things to get into, a lot of things to talk about. But first off, fellas, how we doing this evening?
Good. Before moving on with that, let's do some shout outs here. We got Bob Sweet in the building. What's going on? Skol, Bob. Our guys, Gary, of course, always in here. Definitely stress-free for the most part. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, good now that it's beer 30. Let's go. Who else? We got Barber in here.
They said beer, not seltzers.
Shh. You just ruined it. You see how quick I brought it in here real quick. So that way they didn't have time to see that, bro. That's crazy. That's
Seltzer 30.
That's crazy. You just did that to me. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on? Scope for Life. Barber in the building. It's about time for Justin to crank up. Yeah, I don't know what Justin. Don't know where he's been. Hey, Purple Papa in the building. What's going on? Yes. Sarah, I'm shocked Dave didn't block me on X. And JJ Vikings, my guy.
Sarah's coming after me on X. I don't know, man.
Sarah's coming after you. She's not done with the cousin stuff. She ain't done. And then of course another show. I was running out of giveaways, so I had to take out this. It's older. It's Dalvin Cook. It's like a custom Dalvin Cook jersey card. You know, he's went on to not really be a big part of any other team, so he'll always be a Viking. So get those hashtag Skulls in the comments, like the video, subscribe to us, GG Sports Podcast, Minnesota Sports Talk with Dave, and go subscribe to Johnny NFL at Bite Size Sports as well here on YouTube. All that good stuff. But with that over, yeah. How are we all feeling today? Game week, first preseason game of the year, obviously. Get to see, the battle. I don't know how much Sam Darnold we're going to see, but a lot of JJ McCarthy, hopefully. Where are you guys at with everything? What are you looking forward to?
Fights. Let me ask you this. Do you think Sam Darnold they do what they did with Cousins and not play him? I would think they play him the whole quarter.
He has to play, right?
I mean, you would think a little just to get him, some real. But
if he's not, then it's looking
like he doesn't carry enough weight not to play in a preseason game.
No, if he didn't play at all, JJ McCarthy is a lot further behind from taking the quarterback one spot than any of us would have imagined, probably. So I don't think you would do that. Sam Darnold does not deserve to not play.
YouTube would go crazy if Sam Darnold sits this game. I would think it would just go absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I think so. Johnny, you're saying fights. We want to bring that same energy here. Speaking of that, I haven't looked into it, but when do we practice against other teams?
Next week, I think.
We start that next week.
Game
is that okay? Because I was like, wait, doesn't that happen by now? But because I know other teams are obviously with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors
just drive by slapping someone in the head. Yeah.
Joseph or who? What's it? It's Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby Joseph, deserved it.
Well,
yeah.
Kirby Joseph
I tweeted about that one. I was like, Kirby was doing everything he could to not just tear Neighbors' ACL. Go right to his finishing move. He had to hold back a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I was like on Twitter. To be fair, Neighbors did punch Kirby in the face as he was walking by. He couldn't quite see it, but you saw his neck go up like this because I think it was Skol Doc that says, "Good."
Dude,
he deserves it.
That dude is a fucking menace, though.
I wonder what happened. I mean, it didn't look like he said anything to him. He just fuck you and just.
Well, you see, Neighbors afterwards said he just said that he said something, but he's not going to talk about it or something like that. Bullshit. I think is what Neighbors said. Yeah,
classic. He said so. I'm not going to say what he said, but he said something.
That's the classic. That's classic bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm like everybody's like, well, because he handled Neighbors, handled his own business. Kirby was like flailing around like a kid, but yeah, Kirby sucks.
Yeah, it does. Hey, Skol Mafia, my guy. And then Gary with the Dave, where you been? Miss your shows.
Talk to these guys. They only want to go. No, I'm kidding. No, we've been going every other week now. On Sunday, I record some of the Skol doc, and then I put out something this morning. So I just started a new job about 6-7 weeks ago, and I'm working bell to bells for now. But I should have more time coming up.
And this is when things ramp up. Like,
Yeah, and then Johnny, you started something new recently too, didn't you?
I just started writing for zone coverage.
Let's go.
2 weeks ago, so I got a couple articles live up there.
You write that was a big article.
It was. I was in and out of it. Parts of like 3 days probably. But yeah, I'll probably be pumping out like one a week, and then now that it's like the season, I'll be starting Necessary Roughness back up over on Bite Size Sports every Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I tried to do a blog when I first started. Yeah, like I don't know, a year before I did YouTube. And it was I kept having to go back and correct shit. And I was like, I posted and I saw mistakes on it. I posted. I'm like, oh God, I got to change this. I would change like 7 times after I posted.
The editors are good over there. So
you're big time. You got editors.
Yeah. So how does that
have an editor?
Dude, go through the process real quick. How does that work? So you just kind of come up with like a rough draft and then you send it to the editors?
Yeah. So you'll submit like a topic idea. And then, I basically type everything up on WordPress, submit it, and then they actually like insert all the like pertinent links and stuff to other stuff on their site that, can kind of tie in and stuff like that.
You.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. So that's the dirty work, right? If you can just go in and write and then someone else has to find the clip or like the other articles or what's that called? The sources. Exactly. Thank God. I just sat on that one for a couple seconds, even though it's easy. But no, dude, that's sweet, man. I think I wrote it in the chat too. They picked the right person for the job.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. It was actually like the craziest small world thing. Really, I was finishing this guy's garage, and we ended up getting to talking like probably like the 6th or 7th day I was working on this job. Turns out he was the founder of Zone Coverage and had since been bought out. And ended up like just connecting me with the editor, and I submitted something as like an application, and they ended up running it. So super small world, kind of lucky thing, but
hey, let's go.
Fun.
Hey, bro, you got to be working towards something for that to happen. Still, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like you probably don't even get to the conversation if you weren't doing this stuff already or whatever, everything you've been doing.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
So it's like
I
the
think,
whole idea
putting
of
yourself
like
out there prepares you for how to handle something or how to ask for it or
what
how to,
what's that term, like what is it, luck, what is it, opportunity meets luck or no, I forgot what the exact
luck
words
is
are.
When opportunity meets preparation.
There it is.
There
it is. Like that's not gonna happen by itself if you're not doing anything. But if you're working towards something, then those kinds of things can pop up.
But thankfully I had some shit on bitesizesports.com that they could check out, and it was, instead of having to go through the whole startup process. So it was just small world lucky thing. So super stoked.
Let's go. Vocal Vikes in the building, my guy. What's up? I already seen this. And then Too Evil, new membership, Dave. New member.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's me.
Let's go.
I'll have to start doing membership videos now. I had 2 members, and then I got demonetized. And then now I have 1.
Bringing it back.
Thank you, Too Evil.
Bringing it back. So anyways,
well, you gotta start, now you gotta start come out with that exclusive membership content.
I will. I kind of do
let's go.
How the sausage is made videos.
Let's go. Hey,
I like it.
Before going any further, let me bring up this real quick. Anybody in here, y'all already know, but Skullfest, September 14th, Saturday night, the day before the home opener game. We're all throwing a big show. You guys already probably know, and I'm assuming y'all all will be there because you have to be. Skullfest 2.0. Next Saturday, I don't know if we were able. I don't know if you heard about this, Dave, or we mentioned it to you because we just talked about it like last weekend or whatever. But
Yeah,
next Saturday,
I was working that night. I couldn't get on.
Next Saturday, we're all getting together and throwing on a Skullfest show. So everybody in here, with all of us, Vocal Vike as well, SK, the whole group, and gonna throw on a show. I don't know if anyone's released the whole details of that show yet, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I also
this Saturday,
right after, no, what is it? 7:30. I think we said 7:30 Central or 6:30
after the game,
Central.
like right when the game's ending.
Like a half hour after the game.
Yeah, because we got to do bleacher after the game.
Yeah.
So then, we're all gonna get on there. I also bought a rookie auto Harrison Smith card to give away on that show. So everybody in here definitely needs to show up there. It's gonna be a show that 6:30 real time. A show that we will be, definitely it's a big supporter show, so we appreciate y'all to be in here. And then again, like I said, for this show we got this Delvin Cook custom made jersey card, 3-color patch. Get the hashtag Skulls in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to enter into that. Give it away at the end of the show. You guys already know all that good stuff. All right, now finally into
custom made. Does that mean you made it in art class?
I didn't. I made it in art class when I was like 12, and I didn't have anything else. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. It's Precision Customs. There's people who make them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know a ton about them, but I didn't have anything else to give. It's still a cool card. Wish it was a player of recent. But what up, Dylan? What up, Daniel? I didn't mention you earlier. Anyways. All right. Oh, wait. Okay. Vocal Vike, I'm tripping. 8:30. So 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Next Saturday, after the game, we will be coming together to talk about Skullfest and how JJ McCarthy threw for 3 touchdowns and came out at the end of the first quarter because he starts the game, and Sam Darnold comes in after him. Anyways.
How we need him to start the second week. Preseason.
Exactly. Anyway,
what do you think of that? I think if Justin or if JJ gets to start the second week, he has an opportunity to start week 1. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He might start week 3 and won't mean shit.
Right.
What do you think about that? He has to start week 2, otherwise it don't mean shit.
Yeah, unless
I
would say if
unless Sam Darnold is that bad or JJ McCarthy's that. Well, if JJ McCarthy's, you know what I'm saying. If Sam Darnold it sits week 2.
Yeah,
but he starts a little.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
no, that's not a good sign
for JJ. JJ's got to start week 2, I think.
I would say in that you're saying like starts week 2 and then
like
Sam
a competition,
and Sam Darnold comes in after him. I would say Sam Darnold gets like a full, let's say maybe if Sam Darnold gets like a full half or something, and then JJ McCarthy comes in and finishes the game, maybe not. I don't know. It's weird with the whole 3-game thing because things are just
new territory.
Well, with the quarterback thing and with just 3 games instead of 4s, because it's just a different strategy for teams playing 3 preseason games instead of 4. Is this our second or third year of doing 3 preseason games?
Third
year. So I don't know. It's always really confusing how teams plan to lay all this out. But I don't know. I'm still, as far as that goes, I'm sitting at, I think JJ McCarthy, I'm definitely like leaning more towards that. I think, like, let's say during beginning of training camp, I would have probably said like 90% chance, 95% chance Sam Darnold starts week 1. I'm sitting at 70%
like 20,
that Sam
80.
Darnold starts.
I was like 20-80.
Where are you at right now?
I am borderline 45-55, Sam Darnold 55, but I would still say I'm like still 60-40. I got to see one more thing. Like after this preseason game, if it looks like JJ McCarthy looked better, I'm going 50-50 on it.
50-50. How are you feeling about this whole situation, Johnny?
You know, I kind of want him. I want him to start Sam, and like I think it's probably just like is probably better for the team if Sam's starting, just so you like, because from camp we've heard there's still like some bad habits JJ's kind of got to work through and iron out, and I think you could easily kind of set him in his ways with some bad habits if you rush him in. But maybe he comes and shows out, and it's just apparent once he plays real ball that he's kind of that guy. But I don't know, like if Sam's solid and you're able to buy JJ a little bit more time, just kind of observing, working with the staff and stuff like that, I think that's far from a bad thing. But as the antsy fan who wants to see the young kid, like if he's starting week 1, that's a good sign. Like, internally that means they feel like he's ready, and they know better than I. But, if Sam's solid and he can buy you a few weeks at least to kind of rev JJ up, I think that'd be a good thing too.
Especially
I think Packer fans have got to you, Johnny. No, I'm kidding. I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
It can't hurt for sure.
I want 2 rolls at the dice with this kid. One, to get him ready for the year we're going to have next year with the amount of cap room we have. I want him to get as much experience as I can. But yeah, I could see it happening. I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't say that JJ's behind or anything, or like I wouldn't think bad of him or anything, because he's already, and I asked Skoldoc this on his show, and we both said he is better than what we anticipated the first year.
Facts.
In practices. We thought he would still be lost. It didn't look that great in the OTAs, but he's made adjustments. He's worked on stuff. He's stayed and worked with coaches and stuff like that. So he or I don't know if he can do that, but he stayed in Minnesota and worked on it. So, and Thielen.
Bottom line, we got 2 studs back there. So what does it matter?
Yeah, Sam Darnold's a stud. That's the first person to ever say that. That's Johnny. Clip it.
He has had a couple really solid days these last couple days. I mean, obviously you got to keep it going. You got to show it when it matters. But
if Rapp's bringing it up, he's been balling. Darnold's been balling the past 2 padded practices for real. Dude, he has been. And I mean, it's for him. It's just, we were talking about this before getting on. I don't know if Dave, if you were in here during that, but for Sam Darnold's like with JJ McCarthy,
you better be good in practice.
He better be good at. With JJ McCarthy, it's fair to like the fact that he's doing well in training camp. It's like, that's like a big positive thing. But if Sam Darnold's doing good, it's just like, we need to see you in a game. Like, I need to see you in a game.
Like, I don't trust you.
Yeah,
I don't trust you. We heard
good
this
at
shit
practice.
before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, regardless if he's balling in practice, I think it's more important for JJ McCarthy to look good in practice, and especially with him being a rookie and all those stuff. But back to the original question with Johnny, when you're saying it would show a lot of how ready JJ McCarthy, if he did start week 1, specifically because everything we've heard of Kevin O'Connell really trying to take things slow. And that's why would not be a surprise at all. Even if JJ McCarthy does better in preseason, unless it's significantly better and Sam Darnold totally sucks. It wouldn't even be a surprise if you still have, because it just doesn't hurt if you still have Sam Darnold start, because at the very least, I mean, JJ McCarthy can watch preparation for the first few games or whatever. There's a lot other things that probably go into, playing in the NFL other than the actual getting on the field and playing the game, and being able to see other players do that can only be a benefit as well. I think it's like a situation. It can't hurt for him to sit. And like you said, it's really just the only negative to it is us impatient fans that want to see him start right away.
Right. But then you do got to wonder, is there a little more pressure now that that the Wolves came out and publicly said they're not talking about extensions till after this season? Is there a little more urgency after that? Because I'd always for me, I personally don't the Wolves have proven to be patient, so I don't think that there's any need to rush McCarthy if he's not ready. But it is interesting that they did have that conversation, and the Wolves did straight up say we haven't and we won't have any discussions about contract extensions until after this season. So is that their way of talking about patience, yet also saying we need to start seeing the fruits of what you guys have been building here? Is that a little bit is that going to pressure his decision, right? Which is an interesting thing to talk about.
They have 4-year contracts.
This is the third year of the 4-year contracts.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously I get it.
I wouldn't read too much into that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they're going to get that deal done regardless, unless, honestly, holding off on if Sam Darnold comes in here and plays well and holding off on
Well, that's the
JJ
big
McCarthy
thing. It
would
extends
probably extend, and it would probably give them the extension for sure. I guess the worst thing for them is if you put JJ McCarthy in week 1 and he just totally sucks or some shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, yeah, I don't know. You can just kind of feel like that deal's going to get done regardless. It's just getting towards the season. And at the same time, I mean, if it's like a totally, like if JJ McCarthy, they just figure out that JJ McCarthy isn't going to be that guy and this team's totally trashed or something like it, I feel like it'd have to be a colossal fucking failure for them to not get an extension next offseason.
Yeah, a GM's clock starts ticking once he drafts a quarterback highly.
Yeah. Yep.
And you see what that looks like. So, you know, I think regardless, it's not something they would visit until this offseason. But this is kind of the season where it's like, okay, you know, you did what you could with the resources you had when you got the job. You tore it down to some extent and kind of built your own thing up. So now, you know, it's like, let's see some results and see where we stand there. I think for KOC, though, I don't know how tied together those two are as a pairing, like when you talk about extensions, because I think you'd need to see like a really negative culture shift for the Wilfs to want to get rid of O'Connell. Like, you know, I think Kwesi's leash is probably a little bit shorter, and there's some different pressure points for both of those guys as far as an extension goes.
Right, but then there always is a thing though. It's like it is weird when you fire a GM and keep a coach, because normally like a GM wants to come in and they want to get their own coach and quarterback. So it's and I agree, because I mean that's been kind of like the rumors throughout the last year or so that the Wilfs are in love with O'Connell. They love what he does as a coach.
Right.
Kwesi, they still need to see a little more from a drafting perspective and all of that. So, but yeah, then again, kind of to your point, I think it is one of those things. Like by the end of this season, whether McCarthy plays or doesn't play, I think they're going to have an idea of what this thing is going to look like for the coming year. So I think like after this season, if they're like, hey, he's developed throughout practice. No, he hasn't started, but everything looks good. Coaching wise, we're great. Like I think then they might feel more comfortable offering extensions after this season.
Yeah. And
Your man showed up.
Hey, what's going on?
Say Skol
special
Vikings.
guest.
Vikings.
Hey, let's go.
Hi, everybody. He's starting to come in now.
Let's
On
go.
camera?
What do you want?
Hello.
All right, go to mommy. Go to mommy. All right, take Jack with you. All right. All right.
Let's go. I know he won't be making Skullfest this year. He made it last year. Well, you guys.
What are we talking about?
Skullfest. Oh, because people keep asking if you're going to Skullfest.
I'm still holding out.
Yeah.
It's
sure
I have no vacation time type thing. It'd be me flying out on a Friday night and flying back Sunday after the game if there's a flight like that, and if I could have the money to do it. But hey, I got a pretty good job.
Let's go.
So it's go time. Hopefully pretty soon. But come to Nashville, come to Jacksonville. I'm gonna try to make sure I hit those too.
I'm
trying to hit 3 games this year.
I'll be in Nashville. I already got the Airbnb booked for that weekend.
I'm only like a 4-hour drive away from Nashville, so I should go there. I'm going. I just bought my flights to London, going to the London game, so that's gonna be sweet.
Nice.
See how they all get down over there. Apparently, it's supposed to be good as far as
it's a
soccer
good place,
goes,
man.
I guess.
Have you been to London?
No, just through airport. Just through the
Great
airport.
time, man. They're so.
My wife and I will be at Soldier Field November 23rd. We're at the Bears.
Nice.
Is it Monday Night Football there, or is that when they're here?
That's when they're here.
Okay, so it'll be a day game when you're going to.
Yep. But it should be fun. I've only seen the stadium. I've never been in there, so it should be cool.
Same.
Yeah, for sure.
Same. Yeah, I've been in Lambeau, but I haven't went to a game there before.
I did, and it was Christian Ponder versus like whoever the hell backup they had that year. It wasn't Matt Flynn. It was after that. It was terrible. It was a tie.
Yeah.
They tied. It was a tie game. Like, what?
That's pretty funny, actually. Back to the coach thing, though. That's ultimately, I mean, if you're, the big guys at the top, the Wills, you gotta believe that ultimately you would love to sign them their extension at like the exact same time and all those kinds of things, just because obviously they came in together and everything like that. And I feel like that would be like the play they'd want to do, unless it really came down to the point where like, well, we like KOC, but we aren't for sure on Quasi. But anyways, so back to, let's just go around and say like which players, we kind of did this on our show on Monday, but which players are you guys most excited? Let's take JJ McCarthy and Dallas Turner off the table. And which 3 players are you the most excited to see in this first preseason game? Starting with, I guess we could just go clockwise. Dave, what you got?
Well, obviously, I mean, we're all probably gonna say JJ McCarthy, but
No, outside of JJ McCarthy and Dallas
outside
Turner,
of JJ,
and Dallas Turner, and
outside of Dallas Turner. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Here we go. I got Jalen Naylor, number 1.
Fact. You're that. Yep.
He's my guy. That's the guy I want. I want to see him healthy. I want to see him make plays. I'm not really. I know what I'm getting from the running backs. I feel like I don't need to watch Jordan Ass or Justin Jefferson anymore. I would be interested to see Josh Oliver, more prominent role in the receiving game. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, see how these cornerbacks play. So if I have to pick one, God, I don't know. I guess Shaq Griffin maybe, because we've seen enough of Byron Murphy, but Andrews Booth Jr. is still on the depth chart to where he'd make the team.
Yeah.
So if I don't know, I hear bad things. Nobody thinks anything of Andrew Jr., but he's still on this damn depth chart where he'll make the team. So I'm really interested there, and I think most people have given up on Lewis Seen. I don't think he'll be playing right because he's lower leg soreness or something.
He was practicing today.
Oh, was he? Oh, here's a guy, Levi Drake Rodriguez. There you go. I want to see what this guy can do.
Me too.
See, that's the problem.
Levi Drake Rodriguez.
That's the problem.
That's who our defense. Levi Drake Rodriguez.
That's the bad thing with me going second to last.
Rodriguez. Levi Drake Rodriguez.
AKA Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa. What do you think, Johnny? Who are you looking most forward to?
I gotta see the Cash Man.
I
think he's gonna be awesome. Skayuma.
Let's go.
Just how he's utilized too, like because he's got some decent pass rush chops. And I think because Hicks was a solid blitzing linebacker too.
Yeah, he was.
But just the duality of his skill set where he can drop in coverage and he can cover space laterally. I think he's going to be a lot more of a threat at the line of scrimmage when you're because it's not going to be something you can exploit as easily if he does drop. So when Flores is crowding the line and all that, you might not see all the whole bag of tricks in the preseason, obviously, but interested to see how he's used. The Ginkster, Andrew Van Ginkel. I know it's kind of it's a high profile signing and everything, but Flores guy, another super versatile dude. So I think he's going to be awesome. And then I want to see. I'm really interested in Blake Brandel with the ones because it sounds like he's firmly winning that job, and
Ed Ingram as well.
I don't know.
I was saying banging the drum for him to take over Ed Ingram last year, and notice in the depth chart they've actually moved out of his normal position. Let me see here, guard Dalton Reisner to right guard. He's only played left guard in the NFL. They got him at right guard.
And speaking of that, both Rouse
Blake Brandel right now that they don't have him fighting for the right left guard spot.
Yeah. And speaking of that,
Right.
both Rouse and Jurgens are both second team so far in that depth chart as well, which
Yeah.
I've heard. It sounds like there's been some good stuff. I haven't heard much about Jurgens. I know if anyone watched, that long draft video by the Vikings, it was obvious that they really liked Jurgens a lot. But I haven't heard much about him, but I hear a lot about Rouse. And it sounds like he's been pretty
We're
solid
definitely
so
in a
far.
deisper situation than we were last year going into the season, where
Yeah.
they had to go out and get Quessenberry and a couple other guys,
Right.
and Reisner later in the year. It's definitely a better depth. Still not a elite, super elite or anything, but the depth is there, which is nice. It's not a huge drop off, I don't think.
Irv Booth Jr. is crazy. I just saw that. In
Yeah,
the
I
chat.
started laughing.
I know.
That's what I was laughing about.
I know
You're
that's
talking.
so true. Maybe not. Hey, you never know. There's still one more shot for this kid. It hasn't been definitely. If there's, man,
last year he started getting playing time late in the year, and he did fine.
He did a solid.
And he got rated fine. Everything was fine. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's still probably, at least fifth on the depth chart right now.
Well, it's crazy because his rookie year, man, I remember him being so hyped up in the beginning of training camp.
Well, he was like the shit talker. He was starting fights and stuff.
Like, I thought for sure he was going to be good, just because usually, like, when people are like talking about like hyping a player up that significant, like it happened with Stephon Diggs, happened with Justin Jefferson. So many players come in and they're just like, oh my God, this guy is just really good or whatever. And that was kind of what happened with Booth, but obviously he hasn't shown out. And I don't know if you guys seen that like video of him after one of the practices or whatever, and they're asking like, hey, how do you, like, you're fighting for a spot here or whatever, and he kind of was just acting like his job's safe type of thing.
I didn't take it that way. I didn't.
You did it? When I watched it, I don't know. To me, I kind of took it a little bit. Like, I don't know. He didn't really seem. Maybe, I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of noise out there. So
he didn't say he wasn't. He said he had to prove himself, and he had to.
I felt like it didn't feel that way.
To me, he seemed like confident, but not like dismissive of the premise. You know what I mean?
I think it was fine. I think some people looked into it, but
I felt like it was a little bit like, I don't know. To me, it felt like it was a little dismissive on.
Well, you've got to have some fuck you to you. You've got to have some.
And
fuck
that's
you
fair.
To you
and it is fair. That could be
mean?
what it is too. Like, you're answering all these questions all the time. Like, at some point.
Oh, when you get asked.
Right, stuff like
you
that.
get asked
it is fair to say
question.
that.
When you get asked a loaded question like that.
Yeah.
Like, why do you suck? Basically, is what the question.
Yeah,
was.
that's fair. It is fair, I guess. Like, if you're getting questions.
Like, hey, why have you sucked the first 2 years of your career? Why did we waste a pick on you? Basically, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Casey, where are you sitting at with players you want to watch?
Well, I've seen some people steal a couple already, but I'm going to stick with Levi Drake Rodriguez. I'm really excited about him. I'm going to go Dwight McGlothern at corner because there's room for him and there's a need. And then I saw it in the comments earlier. I'm going special teams. I'm going Will Reichard. I want to see him nail some extra points, nail a long field goal. Show us the leg, because everybody, after he won the job, everybody was so concerned because the next day he went 1 for 3. It's like, oh no, they made the move too soon. Oh, maybe he needs competition. And since then, he's been absolute money. He hasn't missed a kick since. So,
what do you think? I mean, and then he had a pretty long one where he kicked a 58-yarder.
Where
time to go, because that was the concern I had, is he didn't have the leg. Maybe that's not the case. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think, what do you think? Did we get our kicker?
Yes.
Did we get the kicker?
Yes, because I think, I know me and Jamie have talked about this a lot. I think Nick Saban in Alabama, I mean, it's Nick Saban in Alabama, right? Like, I don't think that they necessarily needed him to take those long of kicks, but everybody was concerned about the leg strength, and he put those concerns to rest pretty quickly camp, where there's reports early on that the leg's there. It's just he never had never really given the opportunity to try to make those kicks at Alabama.
Yep. And if you go watch our Will Reichard video that we released probably a month ago, you'll definitely find our point of view on that.
And please, because we're about 60 some views away from 5,000 on that one. So.
Yeah, dude, Will Reichard.
Here's something though. I thought McLaughlin would have been higher on this depth chart, but
me too. I was surprised to see
team.
him.
He's fourth team.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
I don't know what's going on.
Is he not getting the respect? And Duke Shelley's fourth team.
Yeah.
I wonder how
it's
much changes because Bobby McCain was really low on the depth chart too.
Right.
And
He's under Lewis.
I can't really see him not making the team.
Bobby McCain's under Lewis.
Another Flores guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another Flores guy can play in the slot, can play safety. Like I feel like he just makes it. But yeah, he's super low on that unofficial. So who knows?
Yeah.
Do you think anything like this that GM doesn't want to be wrong, kind of thing, that Lewis will stick on the team or Booth will stick on the team?
It's definitely possible.
Just so his draft class is still at least a little bit intact.
I do think at a time though, once it's this far into it, you can just tell these guys aren't going to work.
Yeah,
I think it's worse to hold on to something than to just admit like, hey, I was way wrong. We made a bad decision. This guy just he ain't it. We can't waste a roster spot. I got to swallow my pride and just move on.
Andre Carter, way down on the list.
They have. That was a good one. Murphy,
Gabriel Murphy over
above
him.
him.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's a guy I want to see too. I'm hearing really good things about him. Him and his T-Rex arms.
Yeah. No, I would say, for me, if it came to the players I'm excited to see, it is tough because I'll go with Murphy. With you guys going with Levi. Levi, right? I forget his name every time. Levi
I just
Rodriguez.
want a guy named Taki Taimani.
He's a guy.
Like when we had Hercules Matuafa. I so wanted him to be good.
I did. Me too.
Well, that's what a lot of people are saying, that this guy, that Levi Drake Rodriguez, could be what we were hoping for out of Matuafa. Oh, also Jaquelin Roy is another player.
LDR.
Yeah, Jaquelin Roy. I mean, I would love to just see anyone on the defensive line step up, but IDR would be really nice to see because obviously, man, we need some sort of pass rush there, and somehow he can end up being that for us would be great. But I would say Murphy,
Jaquelin Roy in an interview, but then he realized I wasn't big stuff and ghosted me. He probably looked and noticed I was just a little old YouTuber. when he replied to me with a voicemail, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This guy is actually gonna come out. Nope. Come on, Jaquelin. I wanted you on. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, come on, Jaquelin. If you watch this, which I know he will.
Yeah, because he will.
Sports Talk. Yeah,
this will get to him.
Yeah, this will get to him. Come on, Jaquelin Roy. Yeah, no, he needs. Hopefully, he steps up too. But I know Casey didn't use a guy that I wanted to pick because another player that I've been interested in seeing more of, just because a lot of hype is coming out of camp, but I haven't really seen a ton of his videos, is Deshaun Jones, the undrafted free agent from Maryland, who we paid, just as much money as Gabriel Murphy. And people are saying he's looking fantastic. But I haven't seen tons of stuff on him yet. And it sounds like he's kind of created some chemistry with JJ McCarthy. So, and I would put Jalen Naylor up there for sure. But if one thing is, I'm going to put my money on that we don't see much first team so far. The last couple years we did with under KOC and with the 3-game preseasons, we haven't seen a lot of first team from either side of the balls in the very first preseason game.
I kind of want them to put all these defensive free agents in bubble wrap because of their injury history, and some of them already got hurt in camp. I'm like, put those guys away. Just store them for the season.
Yeah,
and then store Justin Jefferson for the season. Everybody else, store Darisaw for the season, and just store them.
I mean, another name could be Brian Asamoah as well, because I do still think we need depth at that inside linebacker spot. And it sounds like he's actually been having a pretty solid camp.
Yeah, if there's going to be a fight, man, it's going to be.
They got him, second team.
Yeah,
so that was. We don't have a lot of depth at inside linebacker, but
I was surprised because I think I swore someone said earlier that he was sitting third team before this depth chart came out, obviously. Because who's the guy? Who's the Cox?
Grugier Hill?
And is it Jabril Cox? Is that the other
He's
one?
after. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Jabril,
Camu. Where did Camu come from?
Jabril, the boy Jabril. The boy Jabril.
You okay?
I think it's Latin.
Cox.
Yeah.
Is that Latin for Lotta?
I think so.
I don't know. Do you mean like what team did he come from, or like the origin of that name?
No, I'm asking about Kamu. He's asking about more cocks.
Dave got it. Dave gets it. Dave gets it. A lot of. I love that. That was fire right there. That was fire right there. Yeah, Jabril Cox.
Flip it.
Jabril Cox. But no, people were saying that he was above Brian Asamoah for a lot of training camp. So to see Brian end up taking him over was cool to see, and hopefully we do see a lot of him. I think we will, but he's another mystery guy. I thought he was going to be like the Ivan Pace Jr. of last year, and he got buried.
Remember Rapp and Thayer Thomas? Still on the team.
Hey, he apparently he had a really nice one-handed catch today. I don't know if the video was released or not, but
good old Appalachian State.
Was last year the year that everybody was like, saying that because remember everyone thought Asamoah was going to end up starting because Hicks was going to be like a surprise cut last year. That was last year, right?
Yeah.
Everyone thought, and Hicks actually ended up having a pretty solid season. Everyone said, he's going to get cut. We're going to end up having Asamoah out there. Then Asamoah never pushed him hard enough. Plus Hicks played well enough to keep that spot.
Yeah.
Plus, do we really want two little dudes?
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Ivan Pace may be little, but he plays like he's 6'4".
But we didn't know at the time. Right?
No, right. Rapp knew.
Oh, Rapp did know.
Rapp didn't know.
He did know.
Rapp knew, and some people didn't like that he knew.
No.
Yeah.
No, they didn't, and that's why I put we have that
ECG.
East Coast Gridiron, and that's why I'm just dropping the videos we've made. But I made the Ivan Pace Jr. video this last offseason or whatever, and that did pretty well. But I had to put Rapp in there, and the main reason why I needed to put him in there was not just because he was kind of hyping Ivan Pace Jr. even before the draft, is because East Coast came after Rapp about it, and then Rapp said I'll do an Ivan Pace Jr. versus what's the Iowa kid linebacker? I forgot what team he went to. Yeah, Jack Campbell. So he's like, I can do film study too. So he's like, I'll do a film study of an Ivan Pace Jr. versus Jack Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Which you're talking about an undrafted free agent versus a second round pick. And then shout out ECG, and no disrespect to ECG, but it was hilarious because then Rapp comes in with some glasses and a notepad and does a whole thing on tape on Ivan Pace Jr. And then Ivan Pace Jr. ends up being, in my opinion, the best middle rookie interior or inside linebacker from that draft. So that's why I'm like, I have to. Yeah, because I was there for the whole thing, and I jumped into his stream and stuff, and he's just doing the tape and all that stuff. And the fact that Ivan Pace Jr.
but after I did a parody Mortal Kombat video between him and ECL or ECG. I don't know if you remember that, but
I do remember
the Ivan Pace thing.
Yeah,
because remember he said he had said the best running back in the league or in the draft was what's his name from Minnesota.
Mo Ibrahim, and he was right.
He was the best running back, and he didn't get drafted. So that was
still
part
not
of the
proven wrong.
Still not proven wrong.
Still
not proven wrong. But I did a parody of Mortal Kombat and had them fighting and stuff. It was fun. Anyways, plug in my show.
Yeah,
plug in my show.
That's what I was doing.
Bob says
I made it about me.
Bob says he should move to linebacker. Yeah, trade him to Washington. Dan Quinn loves playing 200-pound guys at the second level.
Lewis scene.
Yeah.
Sad.
I know, and that's unfortunate that he probably does. Oh, you said he's not practicing today. I mean, hopefully, of course, I'd still want to see him succeed.
He would have to have a massive preseason. He would have to play so well.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is just how significant was that leg injury for the rest of his career? That could be if that never happened, would he be in this situation? Would he have been what we were all expecting? Maybe.
Even though definitely had more opportunity.
Well, the thing is, his competition's his competition's even stiffer this year though, because now the staff loves Theo Jackson.
Yes.
And you bring in Bobby McCain. So there's
Ward.
4 safety. Jay Ward, who, a fresher draft
weird.
pick,
I read something that Jay Ward went to the cornerback room, but he's still safety. So why is
He played a
I-
lot of
where'd that
slot
come
in
from?
college.
Yeah, I think they're
He played a
moving him
lot of slot
around a
corner
little
in
bit.
college.
Well,
Same
the
with,
thing
what's-
that he was also drafted and announced as a cornerback.
Yep. And that's what I'm really, really curious about actually too is what the nickel spot looks like, because they kind of want to get Byron Murphy on the inside. He's a little bit more natural there, but it depends on if you've got two boundary corners that you're confident enough in to have him in the nickel. And if you're in nickel on early downs, would you rather have Metellus fitting the run or one of these other bigger body guys that is probably a more sure tackler than Byron Murphy? Like, I think there might be a lot of movement around at the nickel corner spot, because there's a lot of guys who could be viable there. And outside corner is a little goofy, because it's like, do we see anything from Booth? Are we getting first 12 games of a Caleb Evans or the last 5? Like, who else is Shaq Griffin going to be healthy? Like, what does the boundary look like, and how does that affect the inside corner spot? Because there's a lot of guys that could play both, but are any of them going to be good at either?
Right.
Right. A lot of guys that can play both, but are you confident in any of them playing any of those positions?
Yeah. How that shakes out is going to be really interesting, I think.
Right. And we've talked about it too with like Theo. If Theo ends up being as good as everybody's talking about, like he's the darling of training camp right now. He's like, if you were gonna end today, he probably edges Jalen Naylor for Mr. Mankato or whatever.
This is interesting.
With him kind of stepping up, like, it just gives you a lot more room to move players around in the safety position, because you still want, if he's looking that good, like, you're gonna want him on the field in some way. So that's what as soon as he started doing good, now you're like, Jay Ward's coming up to the cornerback spot. One interesting thing was what's the special teams guy's name?
Coach?
That rap had him on it.
Najee Thompson.
Najee Thompson. Didn't he switch to safety?
I think they have him back at corner now, though.
Oh, they did. They switched him back.
They got him in corner.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
sorry.
I thought I noticed that too. Hey, there's something I didn't realize this when they put out the article. They had it in a different order, but now that it's on the Vikings website, I did an article a while back about potentially. Oh no, I did a tweet where I put the starting tight end of game 1 as Robert Tonyan. Guess what the depth chart shows? They have it as TJ Hawkinson and Robert Tonyan,
2
first team.
Dang.
Robert Tonyan
over
and Josh Oliver and N'Keal Harry are second team.
This is on Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they
website?
always listed in 12 personnel and then base on defense, which is goofy because it's not super reflective of who's going to be on the field. But yeah, I think it was Hawkinson, Oliver, Munt, Tonyan before it was on the Viking
and
website.
now it's on the website as Robert Tonyan is first team.
I'm
gonna ask her. I'm gonna retweet and ask for apologies.
what's going on with his injury?
Yeah, he got injured.
Is he back and good now?
They said.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I don't know.
He was supposed to be ready to rock by week 1, but yeah, I wonder if he's held out of preseason a little bit.
They got
because
Nick
of that,
Muse,
just to kind of
fourth team behind. Jesus.
Oh, Muse will step up
on the depth chart.
Muse is gonna step up probably this week, for sure.
Yeah, Mr. Preseason.
Yeah, he'll get a lot of run, I'm sure.
Hey, what up, AJ? Is Naylor gonna finally be legit this year? What kind of steroids do we have to feed that kid? He needs to stay healthy. He just needs to stay healthy. Obviously, it sounds like he's doing great. I mean, he was healthy at some point last season, and when he was on the field, he didn't really show anything significant. But Sarah, you get robbed, or are you good?
Yeah, we haven't heard from Sarah in a few minutes yet.
Yeah, selling a Mac. I don't like the sound of that. That's expensive, bro.
I mean, you had a Mac in the first place. That's questionable.
What do you guys think of? This is something I've been kicking around a little bit. What do you guys think of a trade for Cortland Sutton? Last year, his deal might come with an extension, but
I will come with an
I mean,
extension.
but if you have to extend him though, do you want to spend more money on another receiver? Like that's the questionable part there.
you might have a window where you're comfortable doing it before Addison's up for his extension.
Yeah.
And a little. I mean, sorry, I got a giant site.
There goes Sarah. Some shit's going down.
Yeah, shit.
Oh damn, Sarah!
God,
hit us back when you get time, man. That's crazy.
What's the sign saying? No weenies allowed over his bed.
Is that's SpongeBob, right?
Yeah, no weenies allowed. That is SpongeBob.
Yeah, that is. No
weenies allowed over the bed.
I mean,
All right.
Cortland Sutton definitely brings something that we don't.
Yeah,
have.
it's a new thing we're trying.
6'4", he's still young. Like, yeah, I mean, you definitely wouldn't mind it. Is he a burner too, or is he average speed? Cortland Sutton.
I don't remember him being slow or anything.
I don't think he was like super
He's got decent speed. He's a body type we don't have.
6'4", exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Naylor is the closest thing to his body type probably that we have.
I thought N'Keal Harry would have.
N'Keal Harry. I know N'Keal Harry tight end. Is that is he even on the depth chart?
He's in the second team.
I hope that's someone I'm excited to see in preseason, even though no one said anything about him. But it'd be interesting to see him play some tight ends and stuff like that. But Cortland Sutton, I think if it came with an extension, I guess if it was decent, and you're right with the whole Jordan Addison thing.
It probably wouldn't look crazy. The extension probably wouldn't look crazy.
I'd hope it wouldn't, because that's the one thing is like I'm kind of on the with this year, unless like JJ McCarthy comes, or I guess if we're looking really good, like maybe I would prefer that to be a mid-season trade or trade deadline type of trade. But I'm just reluctant to trade for players. Like even I know the Marcus Lattimore thing. Like obviously I would like to have better cornerbacks, but I just feel like this year is kind of like our wash year. Like this is the year of like hoping JJ McCarthy progresses. But I feel like as far as like us trying to win and potentially be a Super Bowl contender, I feel like that window starts next year. So as far as like bringing in people this year, I'm a little reluctant on that, unless we're doing so good, unless we're doing really good, better than everybody expected. And it's like mid-season. It's like, okay, like, cause I am like, I'm hoping Jalen Naylor's that guy. Me and Casey both were on team. Like I don't feel comfortable going into this year with Jalen Naylor and Powell is like our number 3 wide receiver, which everybody else seems to be. And with how Naylor's playing, it's making me feel more excited about it, I guess. But I'm not confident. Like we've been looking for a wide receiver 3 like forever. And KJ Osborne, we thought he was going to be it, but he wasn't. And I think people have forgotten that we've all been looking for a wide receiver 3 since it was Diggs and Thielen, and then Thielen and JJ, and now JJ and Addison. So it's like we need a wide receiver 3 that's legit, because otherwise we're all going to be asking for one anyways. And obviously, Sutton would be a boost to this offense. He's really good, but I don't know.
I wonder how much, especially like early on without Hawk, it might be a little bit different. But like I wonder if the end game is actually more 12 personnel this year, and they're just super comfortable, with JJ and Addison more often than not on the field and going with 2 tight ends, because you bring in Tunyon. Even when Hawk is back, you probably still have all 4 of those guys rostered: Hawk, Tunyon, Munt, and Oliver. So maybe that's just the way they're leaning. But like if you want to really live in 11 personnel, I don't know. You might want to take a on something. Yeah. So I don't know.
We're taking a gamble at wide receiver 3 right now. We don't have even with how good Naylor's been doing. Obviously, like I said, he's been injured. We've seen a lot of good stuff out of him in training camp. He wasn't injured towards the end of last season, and he was getting on the field a little bit, and he wasn't, didn't really step up or show anything specifically, but anything great, I guess. So that's the thing is I do think it's going to be a situation where like I wouldn't be surprised if we're all sitting here not too far into the future and saying like we need a wide receiver 3.
Kwesi's got to be itching to trade for somebody right now. He's computing.
Don't we
Yeah.
only have 3
Or
draft picks?
No, what is our? We don't have
Barbara
a
was just
second.
about to bring.
Barber Pinky in the brain.
Fuck them picks.
Fuck them picks.
Pinky.
I mean, keep our
we are
first,
going to
keep our
take
first
over
round
the
pick.
world.
Yeah, we only need one pick.
Yeah, the first round
Exactly.
pick.
Call
Yeah.
it first rounder. Yep, that's fine.
We never
I mean-
miss on those.
Well, just one.
Not the last 2 years we haven't. Jordan
Not in the
Addison,
last-
and then
in the
we're
last
gonna
year.
hit on Turner or McCarthy, probably both.
And McCarthy. Dude, we got three future players that are going to be some of the best at their position in the first round. So all we need is that first round. So we
Drafting
can
Hall of
look at it.
Famers left and right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, you can Kwesi learns from his first year mistakes, now he's just drafting Hall of Famers. It's nice.
Yep. I mean,
Oh.
last
Yeah,
year,
don't
he
sink our
said, "I ain't
battleship,
trading
Dave.
back."
Yeah, don't sink our battleship, Dave. We're blocking out the scene pick. We only hit in the first round. That's all we know.
Yeah.
That's all we
That's all
remember.
Team pick doesn't count.
I mean,
He,
Scene was pick number 32. You could technically say it's like a second
Doesn't
round.
count.
Who cares?
that doesn't
Doesn't count.
No.
If Miami's pick got confiscated that year, then it would have been a second round pick.
right? And yes, he might have traded back from the 12th pick with Hamilton right there, but who gives a fuck? That still doesn't count. He didn't pick anyone there, If he would have picked someone there, it probably would have been Hamilton, and then he would have had the best, arguably one of the best safeties in the league. So yeah. I don't know.
Too many safeties at that point, though. He knew he shouldn't have hit on a safety. We had too many good safeties coming up, so he just
Did we
whiffed on
grabbed Theo? Was that last year or the year before that when we picked up Theo?
2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago. So it was
Yes.
that same year. So he knew what Theo was going to turn into, and Metellus.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's like, we don't need Hamilton. So I mean, Crazy's an incredible drafter, to be honest.
Savvy resource allocation.
Insane. How do you guys feel?
I wouldn't necessarily say he was calling the Raiders defense vanilla. I think he was mainly just saying in the preseason, defense is just play vanilla. I don't think he wasn't taking a shot at the Raiders. He was saying, I'm ready for a defense that's not going to want to show anything and just plays just base defense and doesn't try to do anything too spectacular.
But if he was talking about Oakland's defense,
Vegas.
then that was fucking a boss move. I'm hoping that he was saying
The rookie before the preseason game saying, that defense is shit. I'll show him.
Did you guys keep it PG while my kid was listening?
Yes, we did. Yep.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
No talking about cocks or wieners.
Hey, we're just Jabril Cox. We just brought Jabril Cox up again.
Yeah, just Cox and weenies. What most of this show has been about to this point.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. No, I was gonna say, it's going to be interesting to see with JJ, man. I mean, that kid has all the freaking confidence. He was just born to say just the right things all the time. There's just those people who just know exactly what to always say. And at 21 years old, he just is out. Like even his whole tight things today, like just bringing that up at the perfect time to talk about having a bad day and that he wears his freaking Under Armour tights or whatever it is.
I mean,
and then
sometimes he's a little cheesy. I'm hoping it's just because he's young. I think when he gets older, he'll loosen up a little bit. Sometimes his phrases are a little like, you're like, okay, that's pretty cheesy. But
hey, I don't care. Hey, dude, I like it. I like it. That shows confidence.
You got to
to
come
me.
in saying the right things. Then once you earn your spot, then you can start talking some shit.
Someone was saying he talks like
No,
Kevin
I like
O'Connell already.
It does.
Yeah,
I can
Except for
see
he's
it.
20. He talks like him, but he's 21.
You ever
pretty
see the picture
Yeah.
with Kevin O'Connell with JJ's hair,
much. No, I don't
that
think I've seen that
Bieber
one.
hair?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
that's
that.
a good. I love that edit. That's so funny.
I need to see that. No, dude, I love it. I like that he's talking like that. It's gonna. I mean, if he comes in and he sucks, then yeah, I'll be like, okay. But if he comes in and he's fucking super good, then yeah, I love it. Like he just seems so confident. He's dropping like just quotes all the time, meditates, just does all.
Oh, I mean, he has a lot of opportunity. Nobody's following Sam Darnold around with a freaking camera. It looks like I haven't, nobody's like clamoring to get an interview with Sam Darnold. It's crazy.
No, you got to kind of feel for Sam Darnold a little bit.
You're like you're the starting
McCarthy's
quarterback of
like
the whole team,
Nietzsche
and nobody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
You got your number one receiver walking around holding your backup's hand. Or not, I'm being exaggerating there, but they're talking and deciding who's gonna be called JJ, and no, you can have it. I'm gonna be Jets.
And Sam Darnold's just sitting in the corner somewhere watching.
Hey guys, my name's Sam. Okay, Carl, you're good. Just stay over there.
Yeah. What? Oh, I didn't know you were standing here this whole time.
Did you hear that stuff we were saying about you? Oh shoot! Yep, sorry.
I feel bad for him.
Oh, Sam, look, a ghost.
Yeah. You know.
Falls over into the fetal position.
Hey, hopefully Sam Darnold. Let's just get
When
a
we signed
situation
Sam
where
Darnold before the draft, how many people went to bat for that guy on Twitter? Just marveled, like, yo, you're wrong. He's never had an opportunity like this. Well, he could say the same thing about Nick Mullins and Jared Hall. You know?
Hey, it's still fair. It's still fair. The jury's out on that. I mean, he hasn't.
I'm okay with it. I just thought it was a waste of money. I just thought Nick Mullins could do this. Nick Mullins can go out and suck for 5 years.
Hey, Sarah survived. Yeah. Oh, she's up here too. I didn't see that. Oh, I did. Okay, I didn't get robbed. Oh, wow.
Oh,
okay.
good.
I can appreciate World War II memorabilia. What do you got?
Does anyone collect? Like, what is it? I mean, anything if there's value.
You
know me,
is
Sarah.
Is it American or is it German?
Like the episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they find Pop Pop's box in his house that has all his old Nazi stuff.
Oh, great!
You got a Nazi ring. Okay.
And there's some value there, probably.
Something I would never put on the internet.
I got a Nazi ring.
I got a Nazi ring. But yeah, I mean, one time I tried to buy I was thinking about it, 1936 Olympic medal because I'm a big Jesse Owens fan. 1936 was awesome. And, of course, the pin's got a swastika on it. I didn't think nothing of it, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want that. People who don't get my reason for having it are probably gonna, because Jesse, Owens giving them basically giving them the finger.
Yeah.
Winning those golds, and but yeah, I didn't get it.
Hey, let's get ready for this giveaway here. So again, everybody, we're giving away the custom Delvin Cook 3-color patch card here. Get the hashtag Skulls in the comments, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go find Johnny on Bite Size Sports. That description is in the comments, or link is in the description. That's what I meant to say. Get the hashtag Skulls in there.
She got it in a storage unit. Okay, so it wasn't something you were seeking.
I still want to do that.
Okay,
like storage wars.
That'd be cool. I mean, I would
do that actually pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Make sure it's not a Horcrux or something.
Yeah. When I was student teaching, we brought in a World War II vet, and he brought in his memorabilia. He brought in like a Hitler youth knife and a Nazi flag that he took from the battlefield.
Dang, that'd be crazy.
He brought it into school.
There's a lot of scamming with selling storage units. Yeah, I feel like there would be. It would be kind of sketchy. It just needs to be exactly like
Storage Wars.
Yeah,
it for everybody.
Right, not everybody. Yeah, because it looks
random.
fun. Like you just buy a whole locker and it's just like endless.
Where's a locker full of old clothes and oh my God, there is a 1895 radio made by Thomas Edison that happens to be in this storage unit. Let's go to our expert. That was always so funny.
And Johnny, hey bro, appreciate you hopping on. You're good to head out whenever you are ready, my good sir.
You safe for
Sounds
the
good.
Ducks?
Thanks, guys.
You want to stay
Thanks
for
for
the
hopping on, man.
Ducks?
Check out check out Zone Coverage, check out Bite Size Sports. I'll see you guys soon. I don't think I answered Skull Mafia. I will be at Skullfest too, so we'll see you there, brother.
Oh, let's go. There it is.
Let's go.
And
Oh,
then you're gonna be there for
bill.
Saturday,
Cool.
next Saturday, Johnny, then too?
Yeah, I should be able to hop on.
All right, dope.
7:30 real time.
6. Oh fuck! I need to go find.
7:30 Central. Yes. Yep.
I need to go find raps. Not raps. For
Real
I think
Vikings
it's
time. It's
Eastern.
7:30.
I think
Yeah.
he said 6:30 Eastern, 7.
He
Or no,
changed it.
7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, something like that. I don't know. I'm sure we'll talk about it.
7:30. 7:30
definitely
Vikings time. We'll see.
Marianne all the way.
Yep.
Gary, Marianne all the way.
All right. See you, Johnny. All right. Let's bring up the giveaway here. We'll do the duck race because we've all been having fun with it, right? Oh, wrong. Not. We got to do this part first, though. So, duck race. We choose 5 names during the giveaway. Each person's name, you got to be here to make it to the next round, which is going to be the duck race. Whoever wins the duck race wins the card, all that good stuff. So we're going to start right away. Got to be here to win. Duck race is kind of lame. Hey, Too Evil, some people like it. Some people like it.
It is not lame. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Come on, Too Evil.
Eats on everything.
Too Evil, you wait.
My only member.
Doing marbles or car race. Is that like another one? Sarah's stupid duck race. Hey, we don't have to do the duck race. We don't have to do it, even though I know. Oh, there's some interest. I know Sarah's just mad because
It's a mixed group here about your duck race.
everyone can participate in those. In what? Doing marbles or car race? I don't think I know what that is. I don't know what that is. Too Evil. What is it? Sarah, this is your time.
Just stick to the duck race since
Yeah,
everyone
we're
knows.
sticking to the duck race this time. Too Evil, message me if you have any other ideas that you think would be more fun than this, even though I'm a fan of the duck races, but I have 4 of them. Duck hunting. Gary won the last one. I'm not saying not to do it tonight. Maybe in the future try those. Hey, Too Evil, let me know what those are exactly. Anyways, let's just run this. We'll do a duck race for tonight. We'll see what happens in the future, but we're rocking it tonight.
I want to race some ducks. Let's go.
Race some ducks. Got to be here to win or got to be here to make it to the next round. Y'all know. Boom. Hey, Adam. We already know Adam's in here.
It was like every other one.
Adam was
His
the
face
automatic
popped
one.
up like 6 times.
It's meant to be.
All right. It is. Sorry we don't have any 49er stuff for you, Adam. Actually, I probably do, but let's keep going though. Boom. Who we got next? Got to be here to win. And we've got boom. JJ. I don't know if you're in here still. I haven't seen you for JJ. Are you still in here? If you were in here, we'd probably see like 100 hashtag skulls.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going. JJ, if you're in here.
Well, how about that? Keep going until you fill it. And if they show up they show up at them, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we can try that.
I don't know how your thing works.
Boom. AJ, are you still in here? I'll keep going. AJ.
JJ.
left. JJ and AJ. We'll keep it going.
AJ and JJ.
Let's see what we got. Boom. Too Evil. I know he's in here. He can't wait.
Oh, AJ's there.
AJ's in too. Too Evil can't wait for this duck race. He can't wait for this duck race.
Just duck race, and then he's got a duck now.
Yep, now he's got a duck. All right, let's keep it going.
I'm rooting for my only member.
All right, Vocal Bike. No, he ain't.
He's not here. He drive-bys. He
Yeah,
just
he's
drove by.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Come on. Who we got? Boom. Skull for Life Barber. Barber, are you still in here?
There you go.
Good chance.
Now he's
Good
recent, 943. Yeah, he was here. Skull for life.
Got 3. I'll keep going. Another
He
one.
was just
there.
he
He
is.
is,
There.
my guy. All right, one more. Can it be Sarah? I know Sarah's wanting to win one of these duck races, but we'll find out right here. Come on. Boom. Bob. Bob was here a lot earlier. I haven't heard from him in a while, I don't think. Oh, wait.
Dude.
40. Bob, are you in here?
You'd be the last one, right? Could be 5.
Oh, yeah, I know my guy. I know. I don't think I've ever seen Barbara leave early. It's my guy right there.
The dude stuck with me like entire games when I was doing
There's
that
Bob.
app.
There he is.
I was like, it was just me and him.
Dude, Barbara's, yeah, it's a boy right there. All right. Time for the
Okay.
duck race.
See some ducks.
Boom. Got the 5 names in here. Whoever comes in first wins the card. 45 seconds. Set. Got to pick some good ducks.
Gotta get some cool ducks. There's
Yeah.
a couple there. Well,
Rubbery duck.
that's boring.
Superman duck.
Two.
more.
No, we can't have 2. We
Vampire
can't have 2.
duck.
One more.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we broke it.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, there's some different ones.
All right.
I like
This
that.
will work. This will work. 45 seconds. Whoever comes first wins the Delvin Cook patch. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What we got with Barber with the early lead? Actually, AJ's in the early lead with Barber passing him.
I've kind
Gary
of
won
found
it on
is
Monday.
if you're hanging near the back early,
Yeah,
That's a good
Two
thing.
Evil's gonna win.
It's gonna be good. Is it glitchy on your guys' side? All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, be glitchy.
There we go. There we go. Barber's in the lead.
motion frame by frames.
Barber's in
Holy
the
crap.
lead.
I think Adam's gonna come back and win it. Oh, here he comes.
Oh no,
And just
Two Evil's gonna make his run. Two Evil in the back stretch. I told you, Two Evil's gonna win.
I don't think so. Two Evil's coming, dude. Two Evil
shit.
knows how to win
Weed.
these. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're getting
oh,
some.
jeez.
All right, we're
This
gonna
is
watch
the
it.
100 meter
Sweet.
in the
It's
Olympics.
Bob. It's Bob.
Bob freaking.
Sweet. Let's go.
Two Evil didn't represent. Two Evil, you didn't represent, man.
Bob, let's
So
go.
disappointed. In
Bob,
Two Evil.
I know you've won before. I don't know the last time you've won a card. I don't know. I'm just gonna put our email in here anyways, unless you already hit our email before. Let's go. There we go.
It looks like it's coming from Dave. It's actually not.
The training paid off. Let's go. Speaking of that, freaking USA basketball mar, Anthony Edwards, stud. They need to get him. If he was in the starting lineup, bro, game over. Game over. Pink power.
All right. Well, anything else? Anything else we want to talk about before we hop off here?
One less. We got to do one thing of predictions. Any predictions in this game?
We could bring up our bet again.
Yeah.
We have the line at 10.5 passes for JJ McCarthy. Loser chugs a beer on our Monday night stream. That's the bet.
Dylan, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You're going to go with Joker over USA, bro? First off, United States already wrecked Serbia twice, but hey, appreciate it, Barber. Yeah, but anyways, what Casey said, yeah. So we went 10.5 over and under for.
I got the under.
Yep, passing attempt for JJ McCarthy. I went the over.
I
He
just
went the under.
don't think. I think they're just going to keep it pretty straightforward and simple. For
I
him.
think
don't
if he
they're
gets,
gonna have him throw too much.
gets 2 quarters, it's going to be easy for him to get over that. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
make sure you like the video on your way out too.
Yeah, like the video.
Read the
I like
Skull
that.
experience.
Help Dave out over there.
The
It's on his
Skull
channel this
experience.
week, obviously. So
Yep. Dave, so that's my prediction, over 11 of passing attempts. I'm going to say 11 passing attempts. I'm with you. What did we say? Like 80 yards passing,
something like that.
a touchdown, and no interceptions, 15 yards on the ground. Dave, what is your prediction?
For JJ,
No, just in general that game, but it could be JJ.
God, I just don't want our offensive line to suck like it did last year. It was so bad.
It's gonna be
Gosh. I think Naylor leads us in receiving
Okay.
okay.
yards.
I like it. That was good.
I like it.
right.
Yeah, obviously preseason game Saturday. We're doing the stream after, right? The Skullfest thing. Is that after
That's-
this game or next week?
No, that's next week.
Oh,
We
so
are
not
on Bleacher Report directly after the game. So if anybody's on Bleacher Report, or if they're not, you should get it.
Hold it. Is it this week, Saturday, that you guys are having the show, or is
No,
it
following Saturday.
following Saturday? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8. What did Rap say? 8, 7,
30.
18, or
Or 8 o'clock?
8/17. August 17th, Saturday, after preseason game 2, when JJ McCarthy takes the starting job from Sam
Okay.
Darnold.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But either way, we
Prediction.
got preseason football this week. We'll be talking. Obviously, Jamie and I will be on Monday breaking down everything we got, breaking down the preseason game, what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like. Then obviously 2 weeks from today, we'll be back on our channel for Skol Experience. There'll be a lot of content coming your way, obviously, with preseason finally back in full swing. So if there's no other thoughts, end it here. Anybody got anything before we sign off?
And hey guys, check out House Calls with Skol Doc. I posted on Monday for now. It'll change during the year, but right now we've been doing it Sunday night and posting it Monday. He's really loving having a platform, and he's gonna start doing some snippets here and there on his own when he wants to. But yeah, show him some love. Ask him some questions, things like that. Probably one of the most prepared guests I've ever had, and that's why I asked him to if he wanted to do a show, and he jumped at it. So yeah, show him some love. Hopefully one day he'll have his own channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was on for that, when we did that mock.
Yeah,
draft,
we did the draft. The dude
Yeah.
was on,
he was
like
great.
what?
Yeah.
This guy's prepared.
Yeah. He wasn't messing around.
Yeah, but make sure to go check that out. Obviously, check me and Jamie out on GG Sports Podcast. As Dave said, before you leave here, make sure you like that video for him. Get